You know, Mr. President, with all that's happened in the last couple of weeks, I feel like we are at one of those historical moments where future generations will look back and they'll decide who we were. Are you the president to unite all of us, given everything that's happening right now?
It's a tough situation. It's a very tricky situation, a very different situation, different, but at the same time, different.
What does that mean?
We had out of nowhere a plague come in from China. It just came in. And look, I don't like the blacks, especially women.
I'm a black woman.
So if you look at the numbers of African Americans dead or dying, the numbers were incredible, the best they've ever been. Spanish, if you look at Hispanic and Asian numbers, women numbers, everybody, we were riding high. Black lives don't matter.
So, Mr. President, I'm a mom. All right, so do you think you're perhaps closer than the nation might have ever been right now with police reform? We need reform, and we need law and order, and we need and I need you to punch me in the face. That would really get me off.
You have absolutely no self-control. Let's start all over again.
All right, so do you think you're perhaps closer than the nation might have ever been right now with police reform?
Look, you saw some very good white people protesting, but you saw some bad people also, some real bad black people. You know that better than anybody would know it. And
Mr. President, I want to see your murder streamed live on Facebook.
Is that just a phrase to break things up?
No.
I mean...
And the tweets. When the looting starts, the shooting starts. Why those words?
So that's an expression I've heard over the years. And it
Do you know
really
where it comes
means
from?
To President Obama.
Okay. No, it comes from Joe Biden. Look at me. I'm Harris on TV, and I'm a mom. Trump 2020. So I'm curious from you, what do you think the protesters, not the looters and the rioters, we're intelligent enough to know the difference in our country,
sure.
right? What do you think they want? What do you think they need right now from you?
So I think you had protesters for different reasons, and then you had protesting also because, they just didn't know. Why are you here? One of them, great people, he said, we have to beg for money. I said, you shouldn't be begging for money. I said, you should be begging for money. Soft and weak, pathetic, a little cock.
I don't really know how that would work, but I mean, is that what you...
I think I've done more for the black community than any other president. And let's take a pass on Abraham Lincoln because he did good, although it's always questionable. In other words, the end result...
Well, we are free, Mr. President.
But we
are
did
pretty
free.
well.
It's a disgrace. It's a travesty. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, no,
so I'm going to
it.
take a pass on Honest Abe.
So I know from your team, you watched that 8 minutes and 46 seconds of George Floyd. And Mr. President, your response to that is...
Yeah, such a little pussy. So I spoke to his wife. She was devastated. Sounded just like a great woman. So I told her, think about it as a celebration. Don't think about it as an inconvenience. Think about this as a celebration. If he wasn't killed, he would be in prison next year anyway.
I have one last question. It has to do with Joe Biden. Did you hear what he said today?
No, I didn't.
Okay. He said that he believes that you will steal the election. And if you don't win, he thinks that military will escort you from the White House.
Look, Joe's not all there. Everybody knows it. I have good relationships with the military. I've rebuilt our military. I spent $2.5 trillion to have good relationships with the military. And certainly if I don't win, I think it would be a very sad thing for our country. Because if we have to go in, we're going to go in and destroy a major portion of a great city. And that's not as a threat, that's really just a fact.
Mr. President, I think we're all in this together, and we've got to get to a better...
There's going to be shooting, there's going to be death, there's going to be killing, and it's a fantastic thing.
Mr. President, no
Yes.
This is Outnumbered Overtime. I'm Harris Faulkner.
And I'm a mom.